Hey everybody, it's 12 to 9, 12 to 9, 12 to 9. Shoot, taste, and explore time. For my goodness. Yep, yep. Everybody. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's already smelling like heaven up in here. Just getting these curls orchestrated. Excuse me. And some music popping because we like to start our show with sounds. I think what I'm gonna do is clean my lens. That's what we do. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my time because why rush? We're making a super simple meal today. Super quick and easy. I had to go to the supermarket for some stuff because I didn't have all the things I wanted in my soup in my kitchen. So I ran out. I got some mushrooms. I got something called plant-based chicken. And the reason I got this is because our meal today it's called pho. My goodness, pho, my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Because there's this restaurant local to me. I'm gonna keep doing this. There's a restaurant local to me called Five Spice, and it's a Vietnamese soup and sandwich place, and they make the most amazing pho. Pho. I call it pho. So because I called it pho for so long, the name "Oh My Goodness" came to mind, and then I said, well, I was corrected. It's pho. More like fog without the og. Pho. Pho solati do. PHO. And we're making this soup because it's quick, it's simple, it's easy, and we have, like I said, most of the ingredients. When I went to Chinatown the other day, I was able to pick up all of this stuff. I know I want to address this before I start, that everyone is in an uproar around a death that happened a couple of months ago that hasn't been prosecuted. And then apparently I woke up to another one somehow. And I don't want to be insensitive to the fact that right now, making soup probably isn't on your mind. However, if you did want to shift your attention to something that was a lot lighthearted and easygoing, then I'm here for you. I know even in moments like this, when anger and upset are our triggered emotions, I know for a fact that balance is still required and that you need a space to be in that gives you a break from that. Only because it's with that break that you're able to get to the right thoughts and the things that are going to, the things that are going to help improve the situation. So personally, for me, I feel like those gentlemen will be handled. I can't say by who or when, but justice is never not finding who it deserves. Karma knows everybody's address. So while we might want human man justice for these two men, the spiritual justice is more powerful, more painful for them, and will be served. I trust that because I trust in God and life, and know that no man is security over another. And whether they claim they were doing justified work, they'll just get back what they deserve, and that's the end of it. So I just want to make soup and talk with you guys about photography and food photography and build my portfolio while I continue to promote my shoot, taste, and explore food photography and brunch. which is an opportunity for you to learn how to take better food photos, meet amazing people, eat amazing food, and repeat. So rinse, lather, and repeat. Now, again, we're making Fall My Goodness soup, which is a Vietnamese soup with a Brooklyn, Cali, New York twist. I call it Cali Yorkish Fall. Oh, Fall My Goodness. It's a long title, but it's something that you would enjoy having known how to make once it's time. Now, it's a beautiful day outside, so if you feel like taking a walk, I do believe that Five Spice is open today, and if you want the original fall, you'll go and get some from them. They're located on 5th Avenue and Bergen Street in Park Slope, Brooklyn, right at the corner. So, hey, Christy. Hey, Camille. Thanks for joining. So you can go, taste what I am making firsthand. But I'm going to tell you, Cali Yorkish style is going to be way better because pho typically doesn't have a lot of ingredients. So everything that I'm adding is like a combination ramen, ramen pho mashup. Without the miso egg, I was in the store like, shit, I forgot to prepare my miso egg. I still think it's different. But I know that the cultures combined could create something special. So now we're making Oriental style vermicelli for our pho noodles. Now the way you prepare these is you soak them in warm water for 15 minutes or so, I believe. I don't think there's instructions on here. Oh yes, there is. Oh, it says 2 minutes. Put rice vermicelli into cool or warm water for 2 minutes and then drain. So I have a bowl of water here waiting for this moment. My trusty white bowl. And we're going to put this vermicelli noodles in here. And then in 2 minutes, they'll be soft enough for our soup. Now, the reason that I chose this soup meal is, again, because it doesn't require a lot of ingredients. It's quick to make. And a lot of what you already might have in your refrigerator would be a great inclusion to it, with the exception of this tofurkey chicken, plant-based chicken. So in the Five Spice recipe, there's like a soy meat product in there that's it's not actual meat, but it has this barbecue taste and this texture, I think, that matched what it looks like. So I could be wrong, but I think that this is the same soy meat that is in the vegetable pho, and will give me the same effect as having that. So all of these ingredients go into something that is basically a boiling broth. My soup stock is going to be a little bit of fish and beef and water. It's actually stewing on the stove right now. I took the whiting heads from my whiting fish sandwich meal yesterday and seasoned them up and saved them. So they were there for me to cook with. So I thought flavorful broth will make this experience that much better. I love Five Spice to death. However, sometimes, every once in a while, I'll get a soup that's really tastes just like water. So, because I was so confident that my soup stock would be sufficient, I just felt like all the vegetables that I had, plus what I might have wanted, deserved space in this meal. So we have mushrooms, yeah. I don't know that I'm gonna put this in here, but I got organic miso, and because I bought it, I want to use it. Basil, this is a garnish. Basil and bamboo shoot. I have to find something else to make with bamboo shoots. That's too big of a bag to have with nothing else to make with it. Carrots, because I love color. And then other garnishes include green onions, jalapenos, and for me, kale and celery. So all the vegetables. Now, of course, Urila's never 100% prepared, so she has to step away to get her cutting board and her knife so that she can cut and chat. Food photography is our focus. We don't necessarily have a topic today. It's Thursday, Throwback Thursday. I can go back to one of the topics I had earlier this week or last week, and it'll be totally sufficient because you may not have seen it. Last week, we discussed everything from relationship. Well, it was this week. I should have been writing this down. I don't remember what we spoke about. I'm such a free-flying thought person. I just let whatever comes to mind come out of my mouth. And that's my discussion for the day. So I appreciate you stopping by and getting to hear whatever it is that I tell you. Because it's all really relevant. That much I can attest to. Is that you're not going to get a bunch of, bullshit. So, now, let me go get my knife. It's been approximately 2 minutes. And our vermicelli noodles are softening. I'm going to leave it for another minute until it softens some more. Just a little bit, and then I'm going to take it out. I'm going to drain it. But it really doesn't require much to cook, and it'll cook more in your soup. Okay, so my fish broth is smelling really, really, really good right now. Again, the ingredients that we're using for our soup include all the vegetables: mushrooms, carrots, celery, bamboo shoot, and basil, green onion, kale, celery, and onion. So I have one of these as well. These are my favorite because they're just such a beautiful color. One of my favorite colors. Okay, so again, thank you for joining me. Shoot, Taste, and Explore Food Photography Workshop and Brunch. We're making soup today, and I'm going to give you guys a quick song while I go get my stuff. Who do I want to hear? Oh, you know who I want to hear? Because this is the kind of feeling that I'm having inside right now. This guy always gives me my vibe. Let's see. It's like the weather right now. George Benson, guys. Thank you. I'll be right back. Thank you for joining. Hey, Nina. I'm making soup today. I should have rinsed that off. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of this stuff is still in the bag, but some of it's clean. Now, bean sprouts go on after you've cooked it. Put that over here. Again, it's so much that just goes into hot water. We talked resources. We talked relationships. We talked so much about everything. And my fall noodles are officially soft now. So I'm going to drain this water. Here we go. Yes, baby. Fall, my goodness. This is our noodles. It's rice vermicelli from a company called Way brand, Oriental style instant noodles. And they're instant because it's only been 3 minutes. And they're already soft and kind of ready to eat. But I'm not going to get up again. So we're just going to pour this in here. And then when we get to the kitchen, we'll pour it all out. But I don't want it to over soften. That takes away from the experience. But fall is really inexpensive to make. It's really fast. It's a great, healthy meal for you to have. on deck in your cooking menu of items. Okay, so I want to cut up my carrots now and my broccoli, my mushrooms, so that I can throw them all in my soup and have them cook just enough for them to be soft and mealyable, but not too soft, because then it'd be mushy and that's no fun. So, how is everybody doing today? Is everyone still finding this quarantine inconvenient? Tell me about it. I want to know how you guys are doing out there. David, thanks for joining. Aida, thanks for joining. Appreciate you all for stopping by. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties these days because I'm doing so damn much, which is not a problem. I'm just working through it. And because I share everything, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going through. This is one of my favorite songs. When it's my time, when you have a memorial for me, you must play George Benson. George Benson, Gregory Porter, Michael Jackson. Who else? Stevie Wonder. Lord have mercy. Funny Danny. Hey, Ray Ray. My baby always joins my lives. I appreciate it. She's just in the other room. Thank you. You guys keep my spirits up. I appreciate you so very much. But it's good to have nice, chill days like this. You don't need to do the most every single day. You can do the most a lot of days, just not every single day. We're going to turn that down just a little bit so we're not yelling and competing with George. He's just going to provide our ambiance and sound feelings. So we're chilling today, making a nice, beautiful soup with rice vermicelli, vegetables, and a broth that I'm creating out of fish parts and beef. Beef stock that I bought because beef stock really is just the most flavorful of all the stocks that are there. You have seafood, you have chicken and vegetable, and all of them are pretty much tinted waters, if you ask me. And beef stock has the most flavor. So while it defeats the veggie portion of this soup, it doesn't add any actual meat to it. So I'm going to quantify it as still vegetarian. So I'm going to cut up enough carrots for, 2 or 3 people to eat. I cook for 4 on a regular basis. So I tend to really just make enough for everybody. And I'm shaving the carrots because I don't like the taste of the carrot skin. And then it also doesn't really separate from the carrot. Anyway, okay. So food photography is my latest and greatest love in visual imagery. And I have decided that conducting workshops was going to be my way of learning what I don't know. So something I learned recently that I don't think I knew before is that there are actual companies that totally exist to support the food photography industry. So backgrounds are super huge, and they, I don't know, they tell part of the story, right? And create part of the emotion for what you're trying to convey. So I'm on the search now for American companies that I can solicit that sell these backgrounds. I found a nice one in the UK, but with the current conditions and mail being slowed down and international shipments and things like that taking longer, I'm continually searching for somebody American, and or making them myself out of whatever I have available. Hey, Sanaya. So available to me are window curtains, pillowcases, sheets, towels, the floor, the table other items that I'm cooking on, and I'll use everything that I have at my disposal to create the images that I'm making. Now, that's what you do when you're resourceful. I need to rinse these. Do anyone else rinse their mushrooms? I feel like they tell you that they're pre-washed, but I still wash them. These say wash before use, so I need to rinse them off. What else needs to be rinsed? I feel like this whole thing needs to take place in the kitchen because already I need to use the sink. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna listen to some more George Benson. Oh, let me not forget this. Hold on. This is what's gonna make our pho really pop. This is Chinese 5-spice. Can you see it? Hold on. Chinese 5-spice blend. Right here is good. Here we go. And this has anise star stuff in it. Those cloves, that's what they're called. Cloves, anise, cinnamon, and what else? They don't list it here, but when I was looking for a recipe, I found that, oh, here it is. Star anise, cloves, cinnamon, fennel, and black pepper. That's what's in here. So, this is really what 5-spice is and what makes the 5-spice soup the best. You mentioned I need a fruit brush or a soft whisk. Mushrooms you need. In Europe, the mushrooms are big enough to take off of the top skin. Thank you for that. That's amazing. Okay, cinnamon 5-spice blend again. You can make this if you want to. It contains star anise, cloves, cinnamon, fennel, and black pepper. So let's see. I'll cut these two while I'm here. I'm not gonna cut the whole thing because I'm not even gonna use it. Actually, I just put it on for the photos because I like spice, but I don't really like things burning my face for no reason. Inside. All right, prayers for all the families going through tragic things right now. I am with you in spirit and doing my part in helping with this situation by being who I am and giving you some space to be who you are without dealing with the whole outside world. Right here when you're with me, we're here. We're nowhere else. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for attempting to try this meal and listen to me talk about food photography and what I do and don't know about it, because I'm in a learning position right now and I don't mind that. So if there's anything related to food photography that you know and you want to share with me, you're welcome to, because I'm all ears. Hey, Raquel's here. Eki's Famous is here. Yeah, these are my girls. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm presently cutting up jalapenos that I'm going to use in pictures and not even put in my soup. But pho, my goodness soup, is a Vietnamese soup with a city twist. And my city twist is basically to combine all of the things that I like most about whatever it is that I'm eating, which typically is ramen or pho, which is a soup base, lots and lots and lots of vegetables, potentially a a soy-based meat product that has barbecue flavor, and yeah, and a soup stock. So my soup stock right now is a little fish, water, and it's going to be some of this Kitchen Basics beef stock because I have it in the fridge, and I believe it contains a more salty-ish flavor than the others. So I could actually be wrong about that because this is the first time I'm using it, and I do know that in what was missing from my soups in the past have been, to me, salt. So yeah, green onions, celery. I think I'll just rinse them again before I put them in the soup. So celery, I love. Everything is water-based pretty much, so it's not gonna put weight on your body. That's for sure. Celery. It's not gonna put weight on you. And then I like cutting things. Yeah, I should be boiling more water in the kitchen, but I'm not, because technology slowed me down a lot today. I make recap videos of the lives after I've finished them, and I just ran out of space, so I had to spend time deleting things. And of course, when you're spending time doing that, you're not in a space to create. So it was slightly frustrating. However, I was able to give you guys a sense of what happened yesterday without the jazzy imagery that I like to have accompany it. So what I'm going to do is take my time. Thankfully, the weekend's coming up, and clear that whole thing up and start over on YouTube. I'm going to make longer videos potentially and post them to YouTube instead. And then I'll just post the recaps to Instagram. So I may not be going live on Instagram after this weekend. I'll go live on YouTube and Facebook, most likely simultaneously, and be able to sort of not rush. Not that I'm rushing, but I could also choose, thank you, Boo, other meals and spend a little more time and have a little bit more engagement because I have more time. My Goodness soup, which is a Vietnamese ramen, Cali, Brooklyn mashup of flavors. There was cinnamon on somebody's recipe list, so I mean not cinnamon, ginger. So I bought some. Oh, and it just smells so good. One thing I can really attest to when you're using wholesome vegetable ingredients is their natural essences are just incredible. Like, I really want to lather my skin with this. Yeah, that's ginger. So, let me see. Again, the vegetables that I'm using are celery, carrots, bamboo shoot, basil, green onion, some kale, mushrooms. And really that's it. There's you're actually supposed to boil your water with onion in it, and I'm going to do that too. So let's look at that, 1:30 already. Move this bad boy party to the kitchen. Beautiful ass vegetable. I love this shit. I really love it so much. I'm gonna keep this half for my photo. Thank you. And I'm gonna take this half and I'm gonna cut it up. So how has everybody been doing? I've talked a lot about what I'm doing. I had a great guest yesterday, Hello Dreams. He had a lot of energy and a lot to say, which is wonderful. So if ever you're considering being a guest on Shoot, Taste, and Explore, be ready to chat, because I need folks to fill up airtime when I step away because I've forgotten something, like I always do. And as well, I want to use this platform for everybody promoting something to have additional viewership for it. You know, my crew or my followers and friends may or may not be yours, and if they get to find out about what you're doing, that's just more for you. So I appreciate everyone who has come on and shared what it was that they're doing. I had Robert Tremaine, he's a photographer out of Texas. He shared with us chicken sausage pizza. That was actually really good. I had Alicia Reese, Ikoya Atkins. Sorry, I'm going in order. I had Ikoya Atkins, and she shared with us pineapple fried rice with salmon. That was damn delicious. Alicia Reese, she was a brand strategist, and she shared with us jerk chicken pasta and her program, Strategically Social. So Strategically Social is it's a course that her and Kayla Walker developed to help you and me use social media strategically in order to advance our businesses as entrepreneurs. So that she was able to announce and promote on my live in the middle of her moving. I was so impressed, and I'm so happy for her. I actually went and reviewed the program, downloaded the PDF, and thankfully I'm on track with doing the things that are going to benefit my business. I recall obviously having your brand together aesthetically, collaborating with others, and then being kind of consistent across the platforms that you are using. So baseline things that people overlook are doable for them. You can actually learn how to tighten up and get focused with that program. So I actually recommend that if you are in the business of attracting more business to your customer, to your business, attracting business to your business, check out Alicia Reese, or Kayla Walker, and the plan is called Strategically Social. Now, after Alicia, we had Ike Slimster. Ike is a totally different personality. He's a comedian and an actor and a graphic artist and photographer. And he came and shared with us his chicken taco recipe, which was actually really good. And then he took some amazing pictures of it afterward. After him, then I had Kate Hallett. Kate Hallett came and we made fried chicken sandwiches. And if you've been paying attention, you've already seen that everything that I've made has turned out incredible. And then I was able to make a really dope picture from it. So my portfolio is built 15 more images strong because I've been going strong for 3 whole fucking weeks. And I'm so incredibly proud of myself. So the week in the middle, I was all alone. And we made some great dishes. We had some great conversation. I let everybody know what the 5 things they needed to have to build their home studio. Actually, when things go, I just let them pass. I honestly don't even remember what I made to cook last week. I do know that a couple of times I deleted this shit by accident, so I didn't even have it to recap. I made a salad, kale salad. And what did I make on Friday? I cannot remember. That's crazy. But anyway, maybe somebody can remind me. I don't know. Now, after I get all these vegetables cut up, we're going to go into the kitchen and work on the soup stock. And once the stock is done, your vegetables you throw in there long enough to soften. And then that's it. Your soup is finished. Your onion is used primarily for flavoring your stock. So you don't even have to cut it up really small because it's gonna pretty much get softer and turn into something you can chew on in a little while. I'm personally excited for this because I miss Five Spice. I miss going there to have lunch. And I miss them damn chicken wings. But since I've been frying chicken wings in cornstarch, and I figured out how to make that sauce that goes over it, I don't need anybody ever. I don't need to go anywhere ever to eat anything that I want to eat. I learned how to make salt and pepper shrimp from the Chinese restaurant. It's over. It's over. As long as I have these ingredients. Cornstarch. Cornstarch saves. Nobody told me this. I'm 40. I'm sad that I learned how great cornstarch is at 40. But that's okay. There's a lot that I'm learning at 40 that I didn't know. And it's bettering me for it. So age is a wonderful thing. Don't sleep on it. Embrace it. Have fun with it. Okay, so my eyes are burning. Okay, I told y'all earlier that if you chew or act like you're chewing gum, your eyes will stop watering. Like they're doing right now. I'm acting like I'm chewing. And my eyes have stopped watering. Okay. Plant-based chicken barbecue. So I actually want to open this up. I've never had this before. But it looks exactly like the ingredient in the soup that I'm trying to mimic. Like almost exactly. So I'm going to wait until it's time to put it in the soup to eat it. My eyes are running, and I really don't want to rub it because then my mascara and my makeup's going to get all in my eye, and it's going to burn even worse. So I'm just going to blink really hard, and we're going to go to the kitchen. But first, I need George Benson. Masquerade. No, not Masquerade. Give me the night. Tonight. Give me the night.
There's no such thing as a perfect writer. This is why I use Grammarly to check my work.
If I'm putting...
Here we go. Ooh. Ooh, he's on skates. That's sexy. I have an old soul, everybody, in case you didn't know. I listen to a lot of hip hop, but if you notice, it's a lot of old hip hop. I don't listen to a lot of new stuff. Although I do have fun with Roddy Ricch and the baby. I'm just sitting here for a second. Okay, let's go to the kitchen. It's a chain action. Coming out to dance. And lots of love in everywhere. Out tonight. And we'll make it love. And if you feel alright, then we can be lovers when I see that's all I know. We can fly. Give me the night. Thank you for your patience. So, now, I need you guys to talk to me. I do. Patricia, Eki, so I don't know who's in here, but thank you for staying long enough to get to this point. We are boiling our, I'm just going to fill this up less than halfway. It's going to be a lot of soup, and what I often do is make too much. I make too much soup, so we're not going to make that much this time. We have our vermicelli noodles that have softened precisely the way we need them to. Then we have our vegetables that we cut up, and we're going to add this to the soup. And we're going to put it all in there together, and it's going to be amazing. I have some fish heads boiling, and some beef stock that I'm going to add, and some fake chicken. Tofurkey barbecue chicken, because it looks exactly like the stuff that's in the soup. That smells really good. So a trick or tip, something to remind you guys, is that when you go to this fish market and you get your fish, they weigh the entire body of the fish. Then they cut off the head and the spine and give you back the flesh part. When in reality, you've paid for a whole pound of meat that you haven't actually walked home with. So tell them to give you your heads and your spine, then boil these bad boys and make a soup stock. Don't waste the fish. And I hear the eyes are good for you, although I'm not going to eat them. But can I show you really quick? No, I can't, because it's a whiting. Yeah. And when I go to pick it up, it just falls apart. Which it should, because it's been boiling. So, again, pho. What do you call this? Pho, my goodness. Soup is a Vietnamese soup with a city twist. City twist just basically combine all of the elements of the various things that I like in a soup. So that includes ramen ingredients. Like later I'm going to get some miso eggs popping up in here. And vegetables that aren't in a typical pho recipe. So in the typical pho recipe, it's basically mushrooms. Mushrooms and your seasoning and your vermicelli noodles with your garnishments, which include green onion, bamboo shoot, jalapenos, and basil, and mint. Mint I don't have, but that's fine. Okay, so our water is boiling. It's getting hot. I have some soup, some fish stock I'm going to put up in here. I'm just going to take a couple of cups of that and put that into my water with my beef stock. I'm gonna season that up a little bit, and that's really gonna be it. That 5-spice blend seasoning is going to put the whole stamp on it. I believe there's some soy sauce involved as well, just for again, more sodium content and more salt flavor. I'm really excited about this. Extremely excited. And then nothing's frying, so nothing is popping and burning me, which is even more exciting. Forever. George Benson is playing in the background, one of my favorite artists in life. Whenever I get into this mode of wanting to remember who I am and what makes me feel good, I go to George. George is my guy. And I eat something chocolate. That's what I do. So I'm in this mode right now where I just want to feel good. And not be angry at the world, which is really forcing you to do right now with the news. I just can't take it. I can't take it. I prefer to believe that things are great. And even if I'm oblivious, what they call ignorant bliss, blissfully ignorant, I'm okay with that. You know, not everybody's okay. They need to be aware, they need to be informed, they need to be stressed out. I don't need to be stressed out. Okay? I light a candle and somebody disappears. Don't play with me. So I'll just light my candle and watch the magic happen. That's what happens. So I put the onions in the water because that's also going to help with the flavor of the soup. The other ingredients, let me just add them all. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. So I'm going to leave the jalapenos off like I said I would because they're not going in my soup. But I have my beautiful vegetable array. Oh my God, it's so pretty. You guys got to see this. Hold on. I don't want to take my phone off. I'm going to do this. Because there ain't no one in this world tonight. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, but it smells so good. Let me take this off. So come on, girl, and hold me tight the way you always do. 'Cause love times me and you. I am not this oily. It's this ring light. Cause we got love, time, love. Now, I chose soup again because I just didn't want to do a lot today. I thought it would be easier on everybody if I just took it easy and entertained you guys with simplicity today. And as well, it helps not to have a lot going on because then when it comes to editing, it's a lot easier. And as you already know, I have to spend some time moving things around so that I have enough space to edit and create. Because right now I don't. Alright, so this water is boiling. It smells so good. So good, yeah. So we're going to take some of this fish broth. That smells great. We're going to put that in there. Throughout the years. So, satisfied. This is our fish. I don't know if you can see the eyeball right there. Can you see that? It's my floor. I can spill shit on it if I want to. With the little teeth. Look at that. Oh, man. Don't waste your fish heads, guys. You can probably even eat that if you want to. I'm sure the skin and the flesh that's available on it is really good. Still. A little salt. Himalayan sea salt. Somebody's shaking their head, seeing me use salt for the 3rd day in a row. After telling me, you should use salt in food. Okay, so come back with me. Let's go to the other side of the house and get our other supplies that we left in here. So kale, the bamboo shoots, the beef, stock, the mushrooms, the scallions. Yeah. So maybe over the summer or the fall of this year, I'm getting this wall torn down so that I have one space. And I can just have one camera angle and just turn where I needed to. But anyway, because we can't do that right now, thank you for working with us. Things are going to progress quite nicely in life, because they always do. That's just the kind of existence that I have. They just get better. Everything just gets better. Think positively. Think positive. Alright, so I'm putting mushrooms in here because I want them in my soup. I'm not cutting them because they're nice size the way they are. Mushroom, some kale, and that's really just for the look. Kale is great, but doesn't really go in fall. They put basil on top, mint, and bamboo shoot. Yeah, bamboo shoot. No, is it called bamboo shoot? You know, honestly, bean sprouts. Lord have mercy. This whole time I've been calling them bamboo shoots, and it's bean sprouts. Bean sprouts. Okay, so that's vegetable. These vegetables are gonna cook some more, and then we can enjoy this. It's going to make some amazing photos. I am positive, and I'm looking forward to shooting them. And then I'm looking forward to eating it. I'll show you my updated page, or updated video. Soup. Okay. There we go. And then that's the vermicellis again. Vermicelli. And then this stuff right here. There you go. It looks exactly like the soup. But I'm going to turn this up a little bit, cover it, so that my vegetables can get a little bit softer. And that's going to be the end of that. Yeah. We will put this back on here and go back to the living room and just talk with you guys for the next few minutes. How's everybody doing today? What's going on with you? What are you watching on the tubes and on the gram and on whatever? Skip ad. I'm not listening to Bill Withers right now. No, I'm not. Pause. We're just gonna be quiet because I think we're getting sort of blocked because we're using music that's not licensed, and I do not own the copyright to this music on my posts. I do believe these systems read the context of our posts and the sound data, I guess. I don't know what you call it. And limit what you're able to share and post when you have those things in it. I thought I had a workaround for it, but apparently not, because every time I do it in one platform, it doesn't work, even though it might work on others. I just do what I can. Thank you so much for joining. Now, let's see. So Michael B. Fang, thank you for joining. Hey, Tama Best Eye, how you guys doing? Listen to me closely. This summer, or perhaps the fall, sometime, we need to work together, okay? We have the same interests and the same focus, and I think it makes a lot of sense for us to combine our magical geniuses and put them together. I got the visual images, you get all of that stuff you get together for the images, because I noticed that we're almost in the same place but not at the same time. So I'm gonna hit you guys up after I'm done with this, and let's talk. Let's do something. Okay? Brooklyn versus everybody, baby. Let's go. Tamara, Brooklyn, I believe you're like a business improvement district, right? When you keep up with everybody in the local news of the neighborhood, right? Yeah, I'm here for that. I'm here for that completely. Thank you. Um, yeah, so pho is a soup that's from Vietnam. I've never been, but I've been to the Five Spice restaurant on Bergen and Fifth Avenue. They have amazing soup, amazing lunch specials. I'm going to go and have different food once we get back to normalcy, whatever that looks like, or at least when I can sit down and enjoy my food. Merchant Association, exactly, precisely. So, Merchant Association, Business Improvement District, you guys work together for the most part for the betterment of the businesses in the neighborhood, and I'm here to serve you guys, all of you, the businesses, the merchants, the districts, and all those good things. I'm here for that. Now, I've been calling bean sprouts bamboo shoots the whole time. So I just wanted to clarify that this is a garnish for your soup, and it's filled with water, has very little calories, and I didn't want to confuse y'all, even though I got bamboo shoot in my in my kitchen, in my refrigerator right now. I hope it doesn't go bad, because if it does, then it's old and I need to get rid of it. Five Spice. This is gonna go into my soup stock, and it's going to really, like I said, it's gonna put the stamp on the soup being official. And miso, I think, like I said, I'm gonna throw this in here because I don't like buying things that I'm not using, and I bought it because I'm a Japanese, Asian, Oriental soup fan, and I know that this is a base. Hopefully, I don't make it too salty by adding all of these things, but we'll see. And I'll let you know. At most, the beautiful pictures will come out of this because I at least know how to do that. Just make beautiful photos out of things. Okay. So it is 1:51, and I have successfully gotten through 99% of this live video today. I'm very proud of us. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you immensely, and look forward to some mystery experience again for tomorrow, because I don't know. Last week and even the week before, I was just like, oh my gosh, this week is coming up. I'm going to be by myself. What am I going to do? What am I going to make? How am I going to entertain folks? And I really didn't know. And I still don't, because there's so much that I can do. And I'm really trying to tailor my attention toward food photography. And there are a number of ways that you can approach that, and I'm just like, which one? I don't know. But yeah, I think next week perhaps I will try to do the actual like lighting workshops. I am going to need some assistance with that, because I have two hands and a tripod, and I don't know that if it's effective in my workshop. I need another person to hold the camera and come around and show this and show that, type this, type that. So, it's coming though. I'm getting it together, and it's a great experience so far, and I appreciate all the feedback that I've gotten. It's all been positive feedback, thankfully. But, you know, I wouldn't mind any critical feedback. I think there has been a lot of commentary around where the comments exist and how obstructive they can be to the view. So I changed that, and it actually didn't work out too badly. Now, as far as what or how to conduct a workshop online, I really need more than an hour, and that's why I am considering moving this whole party to YouTube and Facebook, because there's no limit in terms of how long you can go live. I love the live, spontaneous now aspect of it. So it works for me and my personality. What doesn't work is having to consolidate everything into this short amount of time, where it's actually designed to be a 3 or 4 hour experience. So it's been challenging, and it's been fun, and I love challenges. So again, I'm having a great time with this. Tomorrow, please let me know if you have any suggestions. I have it was Pesca Vegan Week, so it's going to be a veggie dish. What vegetables, I'm not sure. It's definitely not going to be a salad though, because I made a salad already. So I'm thinking about making eggplant. I fried some eggplant not too long ago that came out really good. Or asparagus, grilled asparagus. I don't want to do veggies because they're so simple and they take so little time to make. But perhaps we'll make multiple veggie dishes. My daughter asked me if I could fry pickles. So maybe we'll fry pickles. I have cornmeal, I have pickles, I have oil, and I know that that's all that you make. Pre-make, then show the prep and instructions. Patricia, that's great idea. The only thing about that is, oh, I think I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay, show the prep and instructions. Okay, I got you. Thanks for that suggestion. Thank you for that. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. So, yeah. Time is now to say goodbye to all my family. BROOKLY. Oh, who remembers Romper Room? Romper Room was a show that used to come on when I was a kid, and at the end they used to sing this little song, and they used to say bye to everybody who watched the show and said everybody's name. You would just watch it, and you would hope that she would say your name. When at some point I realized, how did she even know the names of the people? And then they were all white names. She never said hi to Tamika or saw Shanae or Shania, none of that. Make half, then prep half online. Yes, that's what I gather. I understand that. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, that was the Mickey Mouse Club that I was singing. Not Romper Room. M-I-C-K-E-Y. Or M-I-C, see you later. K-E-Y. Why not? M-O-U-S-E. Then everybody dance. So yeah, I think I'm going to start on tomorrow's show right now, and then over the weekend definitely make sure that I have my announcements ready, because that just makes me feel better, and I think it helps other people feel more involved and be prepared to participate with me. So all right, thank you guys. Have a wonderful Throwback Thursday. Hopefully you can step out and enjoy this amazing weather. I know I plan to, because I have to do more food shopping because I didn't really get anything for dinner. So I have to go back outside just to go to the store. So I'm going to put my mask on and we'll go to Key Food, and I will see you all tomorrow. I'll be posting in a little while, and you'll get to see that. So, all right. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Marlon, I'm actually wrapping up this episode with 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining. So I will say goodbye to you and to everyone else at the same time. I will see y'all tomorrow.